Okay. So we'll go for the next topic. So already we will just revise the things whatever we have completed till now. So this is the chapter number 1, Introduction to HTML. Yes. So here it is. What is HTML and where it came from? So there is a history. Already we have discussed from US. It has started with Worldwide Consortium. This is W3C. Okay. So there it has been started the web. Then there is a HTML, XML, and XHTML. We have seen the three types, which is a case sensitive. Then XML is what you can create your own tags. HTML is very basics, and you have XHTML, which is extension version of the HTML. Okay, so this all we have seen already. Next, we have seen some of the rules. Yes, already we have seen there should be one root element, then there must be one valid character as an element, and then it cannot start with the number. So many restrictions or rules and regulations are there in order to work with this HTML. So whenever we refer HTML, it is belongs to HTML, XML as well as a XHTML. Okay, then we have seen some of the concepts from XML. So basically this XML is used for what? Creating the user defined tags. Okay, then after that we have seen HTML5. Okay, which gives the idea of web hypertext application technology for working groups. Okay, so means your browser, whatever you are now, we are using this Google Chrome. So this will also store some of the information. Before, this terminology was not there. So this Google Chrome can store the usernames, passwords, and it will suggest you for the next time login. Yes. So this is what HTML5. Then this is what one of the chart they have shown how browsers are used. So HTML5 supporting almost, you can see 75% browsers are supporting HTML5. Now except the Microsoft Internet Explorer, almost all browsers are supporting this HTML5. Okay, Google Chrome is there, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, even your Opera is there. Okay, so many browsers are there, they are supporting this HTML5. Then next, coming to the syntax of the HTML. So as I said, there are two important things. One is the elements, which is also called as the tags. Yes, elements and tags both are same, whereas in another, attribute or property both are same. Okay, so element means what? It is one of the command used in HTML. Okay, you take the HTML head, title, then body. We have seen many of the commands we have already seen. And attribute is what? It shows or it gives the extra information about the element. Okay, so we have this Sublime Text as editor. I have downloaded, so you can get it, which will run your program. So I will write here one small program. First of all, I will save this program with example2.html. Okay, then once you save, just open the angle bracket and type HTML. So all the ready-made code will be available here. Okay, so what is this DOC type and all we will see in detail today's class. So we are discussing this one of the command. Just wait. Yes, attribute. I wanted to show you attribute. So here it is a body. So for body we have given BG color. Yes, equal to, automatically it will give. Then I will give the color as, say, red color I will give. So here, now what is this body? All of you can see this. You can see this editor. Anybody? Please tell. Abhi. Abhi, can you see this editor screen? Akash.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the body tag or body element I can call, and BG color is nothing but it is a, what it is? It is a attribute or a property. Try to answer by sitting there only. Okay, and then Red is what? It is a value. Okay, so this will be in format tag name or element, property or attribute, and then the value. Okay, and as per the rules we are mentioning this value within the double quotes, and equal to sign is separating by this property as well as the value. Okay, now if I save this program, what is the name? ex2.html. So just I will open this directory because I cannot run from this editor. So we will just open this where it is, computer SMIT WTA practical examples. So what is this? AX2. So I will just right click on this, open with, then Google Chrome. So you can see this particular web page will be having the background color as red. Okay, so I will make some notations here. I will write here, welcome to WTA online class. I will write here. So by default this will be the black color. Okay, because this is the text to be appeared in the browser. I will just save this and just refresh here. So here, welcome to WTA online class, it will be appearing here. I think you are getting this, guys. So how it is working? So the syntax for the HTML goes like this. So what it is telling, it has, every HTML has the elements and attributes. So attributes may be optional, but elements should be must. For example, in order to make HTML with syntax, we are using the root element, which is the root element for everything. Here HTML is a root element. Now don't think about this document type. Okay, I will explain this later. So even though if you remove this, your program will work fine, no problem. Just see here, just refresh. Okay, so just refresh, your program will work, there is no problem for that. Okay, now we'll go for the next. So every web page will be having this elements and attributes. That is what we have seen already. Then there is one example. So A, already we have seen this. What A? It is a anchor tag. Okay, so which links the one page to another page, or one web page to another web page, you can call. Even sometimes you are linking the files also. Okay, for example, whenever you open any of the mail which contain the attachments, so when you click on that attachment, it will open the document. So you are transferring from web page to the document. Is it okay? So this can be done. So we'll make this also by writing one anchor tag there. So I will remove this background ready. I will make it as sky blue. I will make. Okay, so only limited colors are available there. Okay, don't give orangish pink and sky, means mixture of color, don't give. Okay, so some fixed colors are there so that you can use it. Better you use only blue, that will be better. And just refresh this. Okay, so the color has been changed. I think the sky blue is there in its list. You can go to this W3 schools. So there will get a lot of available colors there. Yeah, it is good for looking. Okay, online you can see this. So after this, to take the cursor for the next line, there is a tag called BR. So this is not mentioned in the syllabus, but for the knowledge purpose, you can use it BR tag. Then A, which is an anchor tag. If you press tab button, it will give href. What is the href? It is the property, or you can call it is it's an attribute. And what is A? So A is a tag or element. Okay, and its closing tag is also there. You have already studied. For every tag there is a closing tag for that. Except some are there, that is image tag, which has self closing tag. Already we have seen in this example. So href. So here I will use here. Click here to view. To visit Google. I will to visit Google. I will write this, and whatever the reference is there, that reference I will make it as http:/google.com. I will make this. Okay, so I will just save here, go here and refresh. So click here to visit Google. So this message has appeared. When I click on this, a new tab will open. and the Google page will be opening here. Is it okay? So this is what I am linking my program page with this Google page. So linking is achieved using this anchor tag. That's what he has shown here, some of the elements from A, that is anchor tag. A, href, HTTP, then one of the website he has given, Central Park. So when you click on that, your centralpark.com will be opening there. Similarly, there is one image img tag, so that also I will make here anchor sorry, I will use here img, which is the self closing tag. Okay, so it will ask the source as its attribute or property. Now what property? You have to give the name of the image with the extension name. It is a dot jpeg I can write, or a dot jpg I can write, but I have now there is a problem. This particular a.jpg is not available in my folder. That's why I have to give alt, that is alternate text. If this particular image is not loaded, what it has to load? Default image I will write here. Okay, so this is what, if the image is not loaded, this a.jpg, it should be present where? In your program. Okay, in your program it should be. Okay, so in its program it should be in its folder it should be present. Okay, so I will right now there is no folder present, no file present here. So if I refresh here, just wait, I have to send it up. How to make this? I have to hide this. Yes, I will go here, then I have to open it once again. Example to open with Google Chrome. Fine, now it has shown his here. Actually one image has to be shown here. I will take again a br tag, that is next line tag, so that it will come. So you press press enter many times, it will not take, but br tag will make it as a below. So right now it has to load one image here, but that image a.jpg is not available there. That's why it is showing default image. Okay, if I copy any image and I paste in that particular folder, now what change you will get? I will go for this one, in some images, my pictures, there might be some images. I will check with, no pictures are there. I will go to the D, and in D any images available. Let me check. No. So we'll download one image and download one image. We will go to the Google and we'll save the Google image itself. Okay, so we'll make save image as, I will save it as a dot jpeg. So we'll change the format for this all files a.jpeg, and I will save this in the same folder where my programs are there, WTA practical examples. There I will show a.jpeg and will save this. Okay, now if I refresh this, see that Google, whatever I have downloaded, and it has stored in the same folder, it has been displaying here, Google's image. Are you getting, guys? So this is how link your img command is to be executed. And this time I am missing here the closing tag. Still it will take, this is because of XHTML and HTML5. So it has a large support of the problems created by the users. Okay, so this is a good habit of closing the all the tags, so that the interpreter will be working very fine. Okay, that's all. So that is all about the img tag and href a tag. Okay, then we have seen one more concept called nesting of HTML elements. Okay, nesting means one HTML tag in another. So we have to nest it properly. I told the example. So I have opened the body. After body, I have opened one of the, see here, one example. One body has opened. Within that body, P is there. Within that P, strong is there. Okay, it is just like your last in first out. So strong, whichever the tag has appeared last, it has to go first. So strong is open, strong is closed. Still P is there and still body is not closed. Okay, after strong, P will be closed. After this, again you are opening H1 and H1 will be closed. Means it is just like last in first out. The tag which has come last, it has to go first before its parent. Okay, so this is called as ancestor and descendants concept. Okay, so this is what the example you can see. Body is there, within the body 2 3 tags has opened, and here in the last class we have seen the binary tree for any of your elements. Yes, but here it is not a binary tree, it has ternary three childs are there. So one is P, H1 and then div. Okay, so you can see this. So this is these are the descendants and these are the ancestors. Okay, so whatever the HTML we are processing, so it is just like a tree structure in order to process it clearly. Okay, so in detail we will study the document object model in the next chapter. Is it fine, guys? I hope you are understanding, and it is very easy. Even we have completed this in the last class. Okay, then this is what the correct nesting. So H1 is open, and then I will just make it something zoom. Okay, so H1 is open here, then after a strong is open, after a strong is closed, then H1 will be closed. So this is what the proper nesting or correct nesting you can call. And in correct nesting example, H1 is open, after a strong is open, then you have closed the H1, but you supposed to close the strong first, but by mistake you have closed this H1 and then you have closed the strong. See, nothing will happen, guys. HTML5 will take care of this all the things, but the major, whenever there are many tags, they are not closed properly, that time it will be problem. For example, if some dishes present in the rack, they have put some numbers and you want to serve in the numbers, that is a sequence number, that time it will create a problem, not the every time. Okay, so this is the same case happens with this HTML also. This is called as nesting. So nesting also done. So today, in today's class we will see the semantic markup. Okay, now what exactly is semantic markup? It is just like the one example I will tell you. So you take your assignment books or internal books, okay, and you take the newspaper, which will be the clear to read you people. Okay, you have written everything, you have mixed and you are writing. There is no paragraph, no exclamatory mark, no punctuation symbols. Yes, in your IA papers or in your assignments. But where in the newspapers there will be small headings. Yes, small cutouts will be there, some photographs will be there. So that makes you to attractive for reading it, and also for the presentation. The same concept is implemented in the semantic markup. Okay, so what exactly you are doing here? Instead of going to write the simply HTML programs, you are presenting well for the browsers, not for the users, because browsers has to represent the HTML pages to the user. That's why it is made for the browsers. Is it okay? This is called as semantic markup. Now he has given some examples. Same example, newspaper clippings he has given. So this is one of the newspaper. There are some titles, some exclamatory question marks, some question marks are there, exclamatory symbol. So by seeing that notation, you can identify what exactly this is Baba. Okay. For example, if some questions are there, they will be asked with the question mark. If there are some horror news are there, it will be end up with the exclamatory symbols. Yes, and so on. Okay, so this is what the representation techniques. So how we represent the HTML papers or HTML web pages for the users through the browsers? This is the question here. Now he has given some of the example of data structure problem solving Java book. Okay, how they have written clearly. They have given some notes, then important, very important question, then caution they have given. Okay, so that one book you can refer. Then what are the advantages of this HTML markup? Okay, so first of all, it is a maintainability is very good. You can maintain the web pages very easily, because if you want to show one particular of news at the page, you can send it by making use of there is a tag called div tag. div tag is there. So by making use of that tag, you can present only the required thing for the user, not all the things. Okay, for example, I want to see the today's COVID patients. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to the Karnataka website and I will fetch the Belgaum district data. So that is what required for me, so I can maintain it very easily. So Karnataka data I will put in one of the div section, so that will give me easy maintainability. Okay, next one, faster. So for downloading purpose, it is very faster to maintain the data in the semantic approach. Okay, downloading is very faster. Okay, for example, if whenever any of the image appears on the web page, it will not randomly appear. It will start from the top and end up to the bottom. Okay, one by one. It if it is a very heavy image, heavy means its size is very high, it is a high quality image, that time it will be downloaded from top to bottom. So this is what the semantic approach. Okay, otherwise for bottom 2 3 lines, 2 3 pixels displayed, middle 1 2 3, it is not good. So it is working from top to bottom, that's why it is faster for the downloading purpose. Then accessibility. So on the web, some of the contents are restricted and some of the contents are made public. Okay, for example, some of the security defense laws and some releases they have given online, so you cannot modify them, you have to just read them. Okay, so it's accessibility only for the read only. Okay, whereas some of the forums like Stack Overflow and some programmers.com, so these are the sites where you can give your information, your data. That is what accessibility is given for. Write also, write only, read only. So this is also performed by making use of this semantic markup. Okay, and one more is for the, I think it is a search engine optimization. Yes, it is a search engine optimization. So what exactly the search engine is? Whenever you create any of your website, so why you are creating your website? For the advertisement purpose. Okay, so to make proper advertisement, the keywords should be kept in a proper semantic markup. Okay, for example, I am developing VSMIT website. So what are the keywords where the people can crawl it, they can search it. For example, if I put the keywords as VSMIT, engineering colleges in Karnataka, engineering colleges in Belgaum district, engineering college in Nippani, or I can say 10 plus to whatever. Means if the people search with those keywords, my result will be shown to them. Okay, if anybody searches for 10 plus 2 Nippani like this, okay, I have completed 10 and 2, I what's the next for me? People will ask for Google, no? In such case, it has to show my website, that is our college website. Is it okay? So this is what search engine optimization. So this is also one of the advantage of making semantic markup. Clear guys? Three important things: accessibility, maintainability, then you have search engine optimization, and one more is a faster for downloading. These are the four advantages of semantic markup. Fine. I hope you are getting this. Now we'll go to the next one: structure of HTML document. Structure. So leaving this bookish knowledge, there are basically two types or the two parts of the HTML document. One is the head section and one more is the body section. Just I will show this with this example. So I will create a new HTML document. HTML. I will show save this first. So example 3.html I have saved. So once I save this, it will give me the ready-made option HTML. So don't go for this, it will not clear your idea. This one programming skills, this is only for the time saving purpose I am doing this. When you get a developer, you can use this methods. Okay, so title, document type that's given. If you want to get confused, you can just remove this HTML. Then head section is one part and body section is another part. Only two important parts will be there in this HTML. Now what is head parts? Head means what? I can say head means my brain, eyes and all. Okay, so this is my head part. So in this I will make some things. I want to include some external files like JavaScript file, then I have some CSS file, then I have some different PDF or some bootstrap files are there, I want to include, it is just like hash include section, so that all the things will be maintained in this head section. Okay, so title, I want to give the title as my web page. I will give the title. Now where this title will appear, so this title will appear for your tab name, whatever the Google tab is there, no. So I will just right click on this, open with Google Chrome. So you need not to do any, you need not to go for any of the WAMP server and all for this. HTML programs can be executed without any server. They are client side programs. Okay. So see here, the tab name is what? My web page I have given because I have mentioned within this title section. And where is this title? Title will be in the head section. Okay. So and if you want to include some extra files, then you can use here link file, so that you will complete will use in the CSS files. So link is one of the tag. You just specify the hyper reference of that, then relation is style sheet, which is CSS, then type is text format you are going to specify. So many things are there, we will not use right now. Okay, next, this is a head section. So head section is used for including the external files or giving the tab names or some extra things you want to add in your program. Okay, then the body section. So what is this body? Whatever the HTML page you are seeing from this end to this end, that is called as body. Okay, for this body can use here bg color. Bg color is equal to, I will say yellow. Okay, and the CSK fans will become happy. So just refresh this, then it's yellow. Okay, then next one, whatever I want to put here. So I told, so many headings are there, so I will use the h1, then I will use here VSMs SRKIT Mipani. Okay, Mipani I will use here. Okay, so I will take it as a center. So there is a one more called as center. So you can take these all tags from W3C school and learn. So there are thousands of tags are there, and even they are implementing daily new tags. Even you can implement your own. So I will just save this, refresh. So VSM SRKT has come at the center. Can you see guys this? Rishikesh. Don't come to the class later. Okay, so this is done. Now this is what the font size, sorry, this is the font size with 36 points I told in the last class. So there is one more called h2. Make it as again same center tag, and within that you make it h2, h2 open, then if you close, automatically h2 will be closed. And what is this? Department of CSE I will make short. Okay, computer science and engineering. I have saved this. Just refresh, so it will say Department of CSC. Okay, and if you want to make some modification, you can go for, see, follow the nesting of elements. Okay, h2 is open, h2 is closed, then center is open, center is closed. Okay, so I will make it as italic, then you close this italic wherever you have opened here. Okay, italic is closed. I want to make it bold, so h1 to h6 everything is almost bold. Okay, so don't go for making bold. You can make it underline by making use of this u tag, and you close this u underline. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if you go backward slash, no, forward slash, it will automatically go. No need to add that explicitly. See, Department of CS has become italic and it is underline, and it is already bold one. Okay, and last one I will use one more h6. That is, say h6, which is a very small one. So h6 open and h6 close. So I will write here contact for admission. Okay, then it has not been at the center, so it will be left justified by default. Okay, so just see here, I will just refresh contact information. So it is a very small font. Yeah, that is what some 14 points it is. And if you use the normal text after this H6, say I will use www.vsmit.ac. Means for admission purpose you can click on this web. Just refresh this. So VSMIT has shown, but this is not the in bold, but H1 to H6 they are in bold font, and it is a 12 font, 14 fonts, and this is 16 point I have done by default. You can change these settings in WAMP server. Later we'll elaborate this. Okay, is it okay, guys? So this is what head section. Again, we'll go for this structure of HTML document. Okay, structure of HTML. So same example you can see from the textbook, but practical is very easy to understand. That's why I have shown you. Okay. So what is the title he has given here? A very small document. So this has appeared at the tab. Yes. Then paragraph. So this appears at what? This is a simple document with not much content. So this will be in the body section. So P tag is used with this body, whereas this title is used at the head section. So there are basically two parts of this HTML document. One is head section, one is a body section. Please remember this. Okay. And then there are some tags are there. They are belongs to some different levels. Okay, that we have already seen. P is belongs to the body, then title is belongs to the head. Don't use this title in the body section. Okay, and don't use the paragraph in the head section also. So those they are the restricted tags. They should be used in within their respective levels. That's it. Okay, here one more example is the DOC type. So this DOC type is nothing but it specifies the browser what type of document you are going to write. Okay, if you are writing the HTML, you have to use here HTML. If you are writing XML, you write here XML. Okay, if you are writing some XHTML, you make here add as XHTML. Okay, so this DOC type is nothing but document type definition. Okay, document type definition it is. So in short, we are writing here DOC type. Okay, and see here one exclamatory symbol is there, that is you are not equal to angle bracket, not equal to, and then DOC type. So this is what this specifies which particular language you are going to use in this particular web page. Okay, right now we are using this HTML. Okay, then HTML, in the HTML this is a normal tag we have used. Then head, already we have seen the language is equal to en. Now again you see here, wherever you see this, try to identify what are the attributes, what are the properties, and what are the values. So here head is a tag or element, language lang is a property or attribute, and en is the value. En stands for English. Okay, by default we are using the English language. You can use some Dutch, French, Japanese, many languages are supported in the HTML, you can use them. Okay, right now we are using this United English, which has meta charset UTF is 8. Okay, means normal text whatever ASCII you are using, which is a 7-bit code, but here you are using here UTF, that is or some rich text format. Okay, UTF-8 is there, so which will you can specify the text in the italic, underline, then font size is big, and some moving text. Okay, that is called as UTF-8. That is 8-bit code, that is. Okay, so that 1 bit is code is shown for some modification in the code. The next title is there, share your travel New York Central Park. So this is the title name. Link, you are linking the CSS file in order to make the your, why you are using CSS? To decorate the web page you are using CSS. Yes, so this is what I am linking, one of the external CSS file in my, and then one of the JavaScript file is there. Why you are using JavaScript? For the validation purpose. In the first class, introduction class, we have seen all these basics and they are required, guys. Please try to remember. Okay, CSS is what? To decorate the web pages, HTML for develop the web pages, and JavaScript is for validate the web pages. Okay, so please remember this. Then we have next body, head is completed, body, main heading goes here. So we'll show the output how it looks like. It has to be there. No, Now we will run this program, don't worry. We will run, just copy the same file here. Hope it will copy the text only. Yes, it has copied. And we'll go for this new one, paste, save. I will use example4 dot html. Okay, and then go here to practicals and open with Google Chrome. Main heading goes here, is that, and what is the title here? Share your travel RK. Then what is park? What big was Central Park was there? No, it's a big one. That's why it has one small, and main heading goes here. So this is what the example. Whatever the example in the book, same we have run here. Apart from that, again we have run the 3 programs here. Is it okay, guys? Yes or no? Anybody? Akash? Yes. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Just keep open your chat box so that if I ask something, just reply. Hmm? Next one. So what is the next content? So you can go on practicing this. Okay. That DOC type I told. That is a document type definition. Okay. In short, we call it as a DOC type, and which has the syntax as angle bracket not equal to symbol. You can call it as a exclamatory symbol, or you can technically grammatically you call it as exclamatory, but in computers we call it as a not equal to symbol. Okay, so angle bracket and then not equal to symbol. So after that define this DOC type. It is optional. See what is the meaning here. Whenever you are using this DOC type means by default you are including all this HTML, public, W3C, what is that, World Wide Web Consortium, DTD, data type definition, XML version 1.0, transition, English. Okay, and after that what site you are going to use? HTTP www.w3.org, translation XHTML DTD, and this is translation.dtd. This is one of the ready-made package available at the W3C, and that you are going to use it. What it has open? Let it. Sorry, it has clicked by mistake. From the page number. Oh, sorry, we have one ten. This is done. The OC type we were discussing, no? Yes. So this is what the line we have executed. If I click on it, this is a link, no? So it is going on that particular page. So we should not click there. And this is all about the DOC type. Okay, and then head and body. Head section will display what are the information we want to include within the head section, and then the body is whatever the web page contains, that is what your body. Okay, the same example as elaborated here. And then we have quick tour of HTML elements. What are the elements are there in your HTML? So first of all, it has headings. Okay, you know what is heading, we have already studied h1 to h6. So here after body he has not mentioned HTML and all this time, directly body he is starting with. So body, share your travels is h1, New York with h2, then photo by Randy Connolly, which is the name of this author, then one paragraph he has given, then h3 reviews, and then h4 must be there or no, he has not mentioned. If I copy and paste this program and execute, it will be easy. Okay, I will copy this and paste in the example number 4. within this body I will paste. Okay, now I will remove this. Already body is there, so even I will cut this body also, paste. Okay, save and run. See guys, if I save this and if I uh, refresh here, what is this example 4? I guess. Yes, you have you have got this. See here, it is something is missing there. We have to check it. Head, what this? Okay, those are the line numbers from the textbook. That is also printed. Save and refresh. Okay, share your travels, which is in H1, and this New York is in H2. Then Randy Connolly, this is in the H3, and reviews in H3, and this copy at the rate 2015 share your travels, this is in the small case. Okay, so you can verify this. Okay, and one more very important, so this will be not mentioned in the syllabus. Just right click on any of this web page and go to inspect or view page source, both are okay. Go to view page source, you can see the complete code of HTML. Okay, whatever the code I have written, same to same code you can see here. Okay, means one of your friend has designed HTML website only very nicely, then you can see his code very clearly here. Okay, now you can see here, this is the code what the Google is or the Google Chrome is showing me, and this is the code what I have developed. Okay, so HTML code is not secure one. Whatever you write the code, the client or the other persons will, they can see this particular code. Yes, so that is the drawback of one of the drawback of HTML. So you can see any code. See, just close this. Right click on this and say view page source. If I mention any of the PHP or CSS code, I cannot see, but only HTML code I can see. See here, he has mentioned link relation is equal to style sheet, href is equal to css means css. So this particular file has not shown. Okay, but the HTML code whatever I have written, it has been shown. That's why HTML code is not secure one. Okay, so this is about this first topic, that is headings. Once the headings are open, we'll go for the some to see some another elements. Okay, so you can create this way one of the image. So right now this there is one code for image, you can check here. Img must be there. Img, yes, is there. Img source, img central park.jpg. Now here it has not shown in my output because here central park image is not present with that particular location. I have to download that image, save in that particular path, then only it will be appearing. Okay, so it has been covered. Next one. So this is the output. He has given what exactly he has created the web page. Okay, so you can also create your own web page by specifying your image, your all information. Okay, so that is what we wanted to tell. So this is different. By using text, images, you can create the your own websites. That example he has shown here. Then the next one, the paragraph and div. So our meeting is going beyond the time, so we'll explain this paragraph and division in the next class. Okay, so we'll stop here. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Am I getting no? Am I? Akash? आकाश, चिन्मय, चिन्मय, some messages I got. Yes, no. Akash Ravi, no. You are not getting what? Which topic you are not getting? Okay, getting. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so try to work on many uh, problems, guys. Try to implement your own web pages. So it is very helpful for you with placements also. Okay, to design any GUI and all. Okay, so let me check the attendance. For from girl side, any doubts? Sita, Soumya, any doubts? Sita, Sumaya, Masapur, any doubts? Okay, so we'll continue in the next class. See you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. sharp.